everyone, it's Bright again. So, none of us can come to our senior fit class as the Y's closed, and I miss all of you so much. So, I thought that maybe today we could do a class that revolves around stretching and strengthening using things that you have already in your home. So, what you're going to need is 2 cans. You want to try to have them be equal weight, roughly, but it could be anything you want. Soup cans. I have 2 cans of beans. I also have 2 giant cans of baked beans, and I'm not being paid to promote any one particular product. But you can find things of different weights, and so depending on any limitations that you might have, whether it be muscular or joint limitations, you can use different weights in each hand, the same exact way we do in class. So if you want to pause and go locate some cans, you can always bring multiples out and decide what you think you might need. And then we'll get started. Make sure that you have some water. We're going to start seated in a chair, preferably some sort of a firm back, kitchen chair, dining room chair, something along those lines that's not a folding chair. Let's just start with our feet hip width apart, ankles lined up beneath our knees. Draw the crown of your head up to the ceiling. We're just going to start with some nice little shoulder shrugs up to your ears and bring it back down. Up to your ears and down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to inhale, shoulders come up, and then exhale back and down. 3 more. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Inhale it up, exhale back and down. Last one before we reverse direction. So this time we'll inhale up, exhale forward and down. Remember, range of motion is up to you. Exhale forward and down. You are the one that knows your body best. Last one, inhale up, exhale forward and down. Good job. Now we're going to just bring those arms up in front, shoulder height, and then exhale down. Inhale out to the side, shoulder height. Exhale down. Bring it back front and down. Side and down. Now we're going to come all the way up in the front. Hands reach up. All the way back down as you exhale. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Arms out to the side and up as you inhale. Exhale out and down. One more time. Spread those fingers wide. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, out and down. So let's bend your elbows. We're just going to rotate those wrists 3 or 4 times in one direction and 3 or 4 times in the other. Good job. If you are able, bring those fingertips up to your temples. Elbows are pointed out to the side. Lift your chest. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, squeeze, bring those elbows towards each other. You may or may not touch. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. 3 more. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Good job. Lower those arms down. Okay. So now we're going to move through some cat-cow. So I'm just splicing a little bit of yoga in with our stretch and strengthen. So start with your hands out on your kneecaps. sit up in your chair, shoulders back and down. We are gonna rock forward on our pelvis, press your belly towards the front of the room. Pull those hands back towards your hips. Really press forward with your chest as you inhale. You can even lift your chin a little. Then to exhale, we're gonna press our hands forward, scoop your pelvis under, drop your chin to your chest. Pull those shoulder blades apart as you hold on to the front of those knees. So inhale, bring it forward. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. Bring your hands back to your thighs. We're going to press forward like we're going into cow, but then we're going to circle around. So lean over to your left, curl it back, tuck your pelvis, bring it back forward through the right. One more time, lean to the left, tuck your pelvis under, press it over to the right and bring it forward. Now reverse. So take a big inhale here. And you start to exhale as you press to the right. Exhale all that air out as you go back. And then start your inhale as you head to the left and come back forward. Take it to the right. Start your exhale. Bring it over to the left and inhale. Back to center. Good job. Lower that right hand down by your side. We're going to reach that left arm up overhead. Fingertips drawing up towards the ceiling, opposite hand reaching to the floor. And then take a tiny side bend to the right. It doesn't have to be far. Bring it back up to center. And then we're going to switch it out. So left arm lowers, right arm lifts. Reaching up towards the ceiling and towards the floor. Take it over to a little left side bend. Bring it back up. And lower it back down. Good job. So to get our legs warmed up, we're going to start just by lifting that right leg, supported or unsupported. Rotate that ankle. And reverse directions. Lower that leg. Take left leg lift. Rotate that ankle. And then reverse directions. Lower it down. All right. So now we're just going to do a tiny march, just lifting right leg, left, right, and left. Two more each side, left, right, and left. Extend right and left. Keep your foot flexed. Right and left. Two more each side. Left, right, and left. Good job. Remember, your range of motion that's available to you will always be determined by any pre-existing conditions, whether or not you've had joint replacement. So please keep all that in mind as we move through class. We're going to abduct. So we're going to bring a right leg out to the side, open up, bring it back to center. 3 more times. Lift that foot open, bring it in and close. Take it open, in and close. Open up, bring it back in and close. We're going to switch it to the left. Open left. My hands are in the way. Open left. Bring it back in. Open left. Bring it in. Open left. And bring it in. Good job. So let's reach that right arm out. And we're going to bring it across the midline of our body. Take your left hand to your forearm. Make sure you drop that shoulder. We're not stretching super deep. It's just a very gentle stretch before we get started. Stretch out that right shoulder. and then lower it down. Take it out to the left. Bring that arm across the midline of your body. Right hand comes to that left forearm. Nice gentle stretch. And lower it down. From here, we're going to lower our hands down by our sides. Fingertips are pointing to the floor. Now, I want you to lift those fingertips towards the front of the room. There you go. And then point them back to the floor. And then point those fingertips towards the wall behind you. Good job. Take them, point them to the floor. 2 more times. Forward, neutral, and back. Neutral. Last set. Forward, neutral, and back. Good job. All right. What I want to do to start is you decide which cans you want to use. We're going to go chest and biceps, chest and triceps, back and biceps, then shoulders, then legs. Okay, so let's find our cans, whatever you have decided will work for you. Okay, this workout can be done entirely seated, or if you would like more of a challenge, you are more than welcome to stand. You can march in place if you like as we work through. It's entirely up to you. So hold on to your cans, loose grip. Obviously don't drop them on yourselves, but don't grip them and hold your breath in the process. We want to maintain a nice rhythmic breath as we move through. So take your cans and reach your arms forward like you're hugging a tree. Okay, so if you look at my arms, it's as though I'm hugging a tree. I've got them forward, a little bit lower than shoulder width. I keep that same arm shape as I open my arms out to the side and then bring them back in. Okay, so we're going to open out. Cans don't go behind your shoulders. Bring it back forward. All right, we're going to do 10 more. So open and close. Good job. 2, 3, 4. Keep your shoulders down. 5. Elbows are pointing back behind you. 6. Good job. 7, 8. There we go. 2 more. 9 and 10. Good job. Lower those hands down by your side. Now for triceps, you can stay seated in your chair if you like. You're going to hinge forward 45 degrees. Keep your chest lifted. Lower your hands down by your side. Pull, elbows are pointing directly behind you. Pull those cans up by your hips. The most important part of this exercise is that your elbows stay in that position and don't drop down as we move through. So this is a tricep kickback. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So my can is at my hip. I'm hinged forward 45 degrees. Elbow is pointed directly behind me. I kick it back and bring it in. Kick it back and bring it in. Elbow does not move. So let's get it ready. We're going to do a total of 12. Nice and slow. Hands are at your hips, elbows pointing directly behind you. Chest is lifted. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Nice strong core. So exhale as you squeeze it back. Inhale forward. 2. Inhale. 3. Elbows pointed directly behind you. 4. Lower your shoulders. 5. Good job. 6. Squeeze at the top. 7. Very nice. 8. We have 4 more. You've got this. 9. Good job. 10. 11. And 12. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and lower it down. Good job. Okay. So now we're going to work on our back. Super important. And we're going to go into that same position that we used for our tricep kickbacks. Only this time, our hands don't go to our hips until midway through the exercise. So draw the crown of your head up, lift your chest, and hinge forward from your hips. We'll turn to the side so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So draw it up, hinge forward from the hips. You're going to lower your hands on either side of your legs. Now, as we row, we're going to pull, elbows point behind you, pull those hands to your hips, and then lower back to start. Keep a nice long spine. 12 times. Hinge it forward, chest lifted, shoulders back and down. Hands are reaching towards the floor. Now, we're going to take a big inhale. Pull it up, and then release. That's 1. 2, elbows pointing back behind you. 3, squeeze your shoulder blades at the top. 4, 5, exhale on the effort. 6, 7, 8, 4 more, good job. 9, 10, 2 more. 11, 12, good job. Flip your palms towards the front of the room. Shoulders stay relaxed. None of this, okay? Shoulders relaxed. Elbows are soft. Slight bend in the elbows. We never lock out our joints. If at any point you need to loose the cans, set them down. It's completely fine. So now we're just going to go for a bicep curl. Up for 2 and down for 2. Up and 2. Down for 2. 3 more like this. Down for 2. 2 more. Last one, nice and slow. And then 8 tempo. 1, 2, exhale on the effort. 3, 4, good job. 5, 6, 7, last one like this. 8, now up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, good job. Up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, last one, up for 2, down for 2. Okay, so we're going to work our shoulders now. I want you to flip your palms so that your palms are to the back of the room. Sit up nice and tall, belly button to your spine. Okay, take a big inhale. As you exhale, bring those arms up in line with your shoulders, lower them back down. Wrists stay neutral, arms come up in front and lower down. So you exhale as you lift and inhale as you lower. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more. 7, keep those shoulders down. 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, last one, 12. Now we're going to work our lateral deltoids. So turn your palms in towards each other, still holding your cans. You have 2 options here. You can lift out to the side, soft bend in your elbow, wrist stays neutral, hands don't go any higher than your shoulders. If that is too much, then bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle, and you will just open those arms out to the side and bring them back in. So whichever one works for you is completely fine. If you have shoulder problems and can only do one side, then just do one side. Make it yours. Are we ready? We're going to go for 12. So 1, lower it down. 2, keep those wrists neutral. 3, it means you don't let your hands drop. 4, 5, good job. 6, if you find it getting too heavy, 7, feel free to bend those elbows. 8, 9, 10, 11, good job. 12, awesome. So now we're going to move through all that again, one more round for our upper body before we take it to legs. So let's bring those hands forward. Start with your chest. Hug your tree. All right. So we're going to go for 12. Open it out and bring it back and close. Squeeze as you close. So squeeze shoulder blades as you open. Squeeze chest as you close. This is 3. Good job. 4. 5, keep those shoulders down, draw up through the crown of your head. 6, 7, don't let those elbows drop, they're pointing straight behind you. 8, very nice. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job. We're going to take it to triceps again. Remember, the most important part is those elbows stay in nice and tight, pointing directly behind you. So keep your chest lifted, hinge from the hips. Lower your hands down by your side. Now you're going to pull them up to your hips. Elbows are in nice and tight. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, kick it back. 1, 2. Try to keep your shoulders down. 3. Strong core. 4. Good job. 5. 6. 6 more. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good job. 2 more. 11. 12. Very nice. Roll out the shoulders if you need to. We're going to hinge forward again and do rows. So exactly the same position for your triceps, but we're going to allow our arms to hang forward. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders back and down. We're going to pull those hands right up to your hips, elbows pointed back, and then lower back down. So this will be 2. Good job. Squeeze at the top between your shoulder blades. 4. Good job. 5. Keep a nice long spine. 6. Elbows pointing back behind you. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. 12. Good job. Lower those arms down. Sit up nice and tall. So we're going to keep our hands turned this way, so your palms are turned in towards each other. Go ahead and loop your shoulders back and down. Sit up nice and tall. Get a good strong core. We're going to go for 12 hammer curls. So this is a different grip than we did before for our biceps. And we are just going to bring it up, curl it up, and lower. So here's 1. Good job. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. 10, 2 more. 11 and 12. So from here, we've got some options. I'm going to do an overhead press with my cans. If this does not work for you, you can continue with exactly what we did before with a front raise or a side raise. When I say an overhead press, we're not taking the weights directly overhead. They're going to be a little bit forward of the crown of our head. So take your cans in your hands, bring your arms up so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. We're going to press up overhead. We're reaching forward a little bit. Tap your cans and bring it back until your arms are at 90 degrees. Press it up, bring it back. This is 3. Good job. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more. 10, 11, and 12. Good job. Lower those cans down. Now we're going to take one can and put it away. We're going to do a little bit of work on our core. What we're going to start with is just take this can, hold it out front, and we're just going to alternate and lift a knee to meet the can. So can comes to right knee, bring it back up. Left knee, bring it back up. What's really important is that you activate your core. So you really knit those abdominal muscles together. Pull that belly button to your spine so that when you're lifting that knee, it's almost a crunch effect. And you're crunching your upper body to bring can to knee. So 1, good job. Exhale, 2, 3. If you cannot lift the can that high overhead, you certainly don't have to have it. 4, and 5. Make it work for you. 6, and breathe. 7. I just caught myself holding my breath. Last one. 8. Good job. Whew. Now we are going to work some obliques. So taking your can, this is entirely optional, but we are going to take our can between our hands. We're going to reach up towards the right. We're going to take this and we are going to row it down, pulling your cans to the outside of that left knee. So I'm not twisting my upper body. I'm just coming from the right across to the left. Inhale it up. Exhale and crunch it. This will be 2. Here we go. We're going to 8. 3. Good job. Don't drop your can. 4. Exhale as you crunch it. 5. Good job. 6. 7. And 8. Very nice. 8 on the other side. Bring that can up. If you can't hold your can up, you need to put it down and just do it without any weight. That works fine. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, range of motion is entirely up to you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right. We will take that can and lower it down. All right. So now, actually, I take that back. Get both cans. We do need hands for what we're about to do. So place your hands on your thighs. Hold them in your hands, okay? So we're pressing cans down, and we're just going to lift right leg with a little resistance. Lift left leg. Right. Good job. And left. So you're pressing on that can as you lift. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. We're going to 8, 7, and 8. All right. So lower your cans down by your side. Line your ankles up beneath your knees. Okay. If you need to lose the cans for this, that's completely fine. We're going to stand for 2 and sit for 2. So bring it up, 1, 2, and back down, 1, 2. Bring it up, 2, and down, 2. Up and down. Try not to plop down as you sit, and down. Control it all the way. Up for 2, down for 2. Last one, up for 2, down for 2. Good job. Now we can lower our cans. Set them off to the side. We're going to stand it up. Bring it around behind your chair. All right. So now we're going to work on balance and we're going to work on our calves. I'm going to step out to the side. Let's go this side so my hands are not in the way. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start with my feet hip width apart. Knees are nice and soft. Always keep a soft stance. You can hold your chair with one or both hands. We're going to relevate up on our toes and then bring it down. 2, good job. 3, we're going to 6, 4. If you can do it without the support of your chair, 5, and 6. Bring your feet in closer together if you are able, if you're comfortable with that, okay? One hand on the chair, both hands on the chair. You can be completely standing behind it, but we're going to releve up for 6. And we're working on our balance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Now I want you to step your right foot forward just a little bit, left foot back. So your feet are not one directly in front of the other. They're a little bit less than hip width, but it's a tandem stance. We're going to go up for 6. Hold your chair or hands to hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good job. Now we've got to switch both sides. So step left foot forward, right foot back. Feet are still a little closer than hip width. We're going to take it up for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good job. Okay, a little hip work. So feet are hip width apart. One hand can be on your chair or on your hip. We're gonna keep our left leg nice and soft. And we're gonna just keep our right foot flexed and take that foot out to the side. 1, good job. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Shake out those legs. We don't ever want to be on one standing leg too long. If you make sure that you're far enough behind your chair, we'll go in and switch to the other side. So right knee stays nice and soft. Hands on your hips or one on the chair. Left foot stays flexed. Open it. Pull it out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. So now that was abduction. Now we're going to adduct. So we're going to be pulling that leg in and across the midline of our body. So take your hand to your chair. Start soft left leg, right leg out. We're going to bring this flexed foot in front and across. Here we go. 2, 3, pull it across. 4, 5. Good job, like you're trying to kick a soccer ball. So switch to the other side, right knee nice and soft. Start with your left leg out to the side. Bring it across and squeeze. 1, 2, kick that soccer ball. 3, 4, 5. Good job. All right, let's bring it around front. Come back to your chair. Have a seat. Sit up nice and tall. I want you to have left knee lined up over left heel. We're going to extend that right leg forward. Heel is on the floor. Keep that right knee nice and soft. Let me slide my chair back a little bit. So keep that right knee nice and soft. Toes are flexed up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands to the top of that left thigh. We're going to inhale, lift your chest, nice strong core. We're going to draw up, lead with your chest as you hinge forward, no more than 45 degrees. Here, I'll turn this way so you can see. Okay, so we're here. We're going to hinge it forward. Okay, so right foot is flexed, nice straight line to your hip, and then elongated spine, crown of your head lifting up towards the ceiling. And just take some nice deep breaths here. You want to deepen that stretch. We don't lean farther forward. We press that right heel deeper into the floor. We pull that right hip back towards the back of your chair to deepen that stretch. Point your toes of that right foot towards the floor. We're going to sit up and pull that foot in. So from here, we're going to take it into a seated pigeon. You have different options. You can cross right ankle over left and let that right knee fall open. If you are comfortable, you can bring the right ankle up over left knee. Sit up nice and tall. Don't ever press into this right knee. It's just there's a hand rest. Draw the crown of your head up to the ceiling, lift up, and then hinge forward if you like, no more than 45 degrees. Nice stretch through this right hip and glute. And just breathe. Good job. Sit it up. Let's uncross. And so now we're going to stretch the other side. Extend that left leg forward. Foot is flexed, so your toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Keep that left knee nice and soft. Bring your hands to the top of your right thigh. Inhale, lift it up nice and tall. Super strong core. And then exhale as you hinge forward, lead with your chest. No more than 45 degrees. Nice deep breaths. Remember, don't lock out that knee. Keep it nice and soft. If you want to deepen that stretch, press that left heel, dig that left heel into the floor, and at the same time, pull that left hip back towards the back of your chair. Wonderful stretching goodness. Point that left toe. Sit up, draw that foot in. Now we're going to take it to seated pigeon, so you can cross left ankle over right and just let that knee fall open. Or bring left ankle over right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Remember, don't put any pressure on this bent knee with this resting hand. You might not need to hinge forward at all. I already feel this all through my hip and glute on my left side. If you would like to deepen that stretch, inhale and lift your chest. Lead with your chest as you hinge forward. No more than 45 degrees. Nice big breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Good job. Sit it up. Nice and tall. Now we're going to stretch out our quads and our hip flexors. I have to move my hands again. Now this is entirely optional. Some people, this is not something that they are able to do comfortably. So you decide whether or not this works for you. I'm going to turn towards the right on my chair. I'm sliding back so that my knee is against the side of my chair. Foot is flat on the floor. My left glute is off the chair. So right hip is on the chair, left hip is off. I'm going to drop my left knee so that it's pointed down to the floor. The ball of my left foot is pressing into the ground. You can hold on to your chair if you feel more comfortable that way. You're going to look to the right, and what I want you to do is press off the ball of that left foot. Tuck your pelvis under, so you're tilting your pelvis, press forward through that hip flexor, squeeze those glutes, and then release. We're going to do it 2 more times, so press it forward, tuck that pelvis under, and release. 1 more time, press it forward, tuck your pelvis, and release. Good job. We're going to switch it over to the left. So turn and face the left, get that left leg positioned, drop that right knee towards the floor so your right hip is completely off the chair. Ball of your right foot is pressing into the floor. So from here, we're going to press into that right foot, scoop your pelvis under, squeeze that glute, press it forward, stretch out that hip flexor, and release. 2 more times, press into that foot, scoop your pelvis under, and release. Last one, scoop that pelvis, squeeze that glute, press into the ball of that right foot. Ooh, and then release. Bring it back to the front. Okay. Take your hands, slide them back to where the back of your chair meets the seat of your chair. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lead with your chest, and we're going to keep a nice long spine and just lean forward as you hold the back of your chair, stretching out your chest. And then we're going to release. Bring your hands together in front, interlace your fingers. We are not hyperextending, so your knuckles stay towards the front of the room. Reach those knuckles forward. Drop your chin to your chest. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Stretch out that upper back. Good job. Release. We're going to take that right arm, bring it up. We're going to bend that elbow. Reach back towards that shoulder blade. Left hand comes from the front. Press very gently on the back, that right arm, stretching out that tricep. And let's take it to the other side. Left arm reaches up, bend that elbow. Right hand comes from the front, press gently on the back of that left arm, stretch out that tricep. Good job. Release it out. We're going to reach that right arm out to the side, bring it across the front. Keep that shoulder relaxed down. Left hand comes to that right forearm. Just a gentle stretch. Please don't put your hand on your elbow. Keep it on your forearm. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So left arm goes out, bring it across. Right hand comes to that forearm. And then let's lower it down. So I want to take this time to tell you all how much I miss you. And I really hope that you will be checking on the virtual page at the Y for any updated workouts that we're doing. I have chair yoga that I'm loading, and I will do more with our soup cans or canned beans if you like. But it's really important to continue to move and not be sedentary. We've got to keep those joints lubricated, so you've got to keep moving. Work on your range of motion. Get outside and walk, and make sure you're practicing all your social distancing. Can't wait to see you guys again at the Y. Have a great day.